still under contract. They're still under their rookie contract.
Here, but listen.
So they can get paid when those contracts expire.
Listen. Look at what Michael Thomas, his payroll looks like. He was on a $1.1 rookie $1 million deal. And he's top 5 wide receiver last year.
Yes, he was.
You know how much he's getting paid now? He's on a $90 million contract. Because he was quiet, he was silent, he didn't complain, he didn't, hold out. He just did his 111th, he did his job, and he got rewarded for it. Yeah. Why can't Ezekiel Elliott be any different? Why do these players... And I get, look, you want to get paid what you think you're worth. I'm all for that. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. But at the end of the day, you're on a team. When we played football, I'm sure you didn't want a person not showing up to practice because he didn't get new cleats or he didn't get his spot, his favorite locker in the locker room. You want a guy that's going to be dependent. You want a guy that's going to show up for stuff no matter what stuff is going on off the field. You want somebody that's going to show up for the entire team, do their job, do their 111th, instead of just crying about it and, putting everybody else at a disadvantage. You're holding out on the team. You're not holding out against the administration. Yeah. It's very childish. These people are trying to act professional. They're not. You'll get paid. Look at Michael Thomas. He was quiet. He put his head down. As far as we know, he did his job. He did his 111th, and he got paid big bucks. He's getting paid.
I agree. But also, you say you disrespect Jerry Jones.
Yeah,
I disrespect him.
They're both acting childish.
They're both acting childish. Absolutely. Well, no owner should ever say that about a player. Ever.
And it's literally they're just going back and forth, and they're trying to see who can be the bigger baby.
It's ridiculous.
Now.
Yeah.
So, I understand why he would say that, but he had no right whatsoever to say what he said.
No.
I understand that he said Zeke who because they do have the best offensive line in the NFL.
And it's a versatile position for them, yeah.
Yes.
It opens it up.
So anybody can run that ball and rush for 1,000 yards. Anybody.
Well, we can't.
Well, Darren McFadden went and did it.
Give me some shoulder pads and a helmet.
I'm telling you, Sean, if you were in that backfield, you're not getting it.
Dude, I'll get her done.
They have the freaking...
You'll never have 100
They have the Trump wall as an offensive line.
Yeah.
I'll get her done.
They do. And we're healthy this year.
So I understand why he kind of would make that gesture, Zeke, but that was completely out of the water, unnecessary. You should have never said that about your player.
Never. No.
I could understand him saying, well, we could have somebody else run the ball, if we had to, but not Zeke who.
I will say that Zeke and his not his owner, his manager were very professional in the way that they rebutted that. They were basically we didn't think it was funny. It was disrespectful. Short and sweet. You shouldn't have said that. Yeah. Which is the most respectful thing you could have said at that particular situation. It's just very childish, like you said, on both ends.
Yeah.
There's not one thing that I will condone about it. It's stupid. It's so stupid. Pay your players, but on Zeke you can't just be like, hey, I'm not going to show up to practice. Can't do that.
That's
That's what I'm saying. That was my point on Le'Veon Bell. You will get paid, dude. You're Le'Veon Bell. You're gonna get paid.
He should have just played. He really should have.
It adds so much drama. I'm sure there's some resentment.
How much is he getting paid now? The Jets.
Check it out. You're the fact check guy.
Honestly, I really don't get why the player. Dude, there are plenty of people that would give so much to just be in your position.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I would take a rookie contract and play.
Dude, there's guys that pay to get into camp.
Yeah, and they do it. Michael Thielen.
Exactly.
He did that.
He did, bro.
And there's plenty of basketball players too that did
there's
that.
people that are homeless and sleep. Camp for Cleveland. Camps outside of camp shows up and is doing great in the preseason. Literally.
OBJ had to give him his.
So continue with whatever you were saying.
What?
Okay, that was scrumptious.
We were just talking about I don't know.
We're talking about people camping out. Yeah,
people camping out and stuff. I would pay $1,000 to go try out and just see if I got a shot.
Just see,
Y'all heard that story about the guy who's on the Browns right now?
Yeah.
Cleveland, yeah.
That's what y'all were talking about.
That's what we were talking about before you left.
Dude, that's so awesome.
That really is.
She called me to help him out.
I know. I was really relaxed. I get it. It was a joke. But was that the end of your sleep? You were on the defense,
Yeah,
right?
sure, yeah.
It's Le'Veon Bell's deal is a 4-year, $52.5 million deal.
And that's not an insane deal.
Oh.
That's not like crazy. So if he would have just
For a running back, that's pretty dang good.
okay, Michael Thomas is on a $90 million deal.
Yeah, but he's not a running back.
No, he's not. He's a receiver.
Yeah.
That's like a quarterback contract.
But also, no, that's not a quarterback contract.
Yes,
Those
it
are the
is.
200 millions.
No,
Um,
they're not. What
Yeah, but they're
200 million? They're like $100 million contracts.
Yeah, football doesn't make as much as baseball.
No,
But they have longer contracts in baseball.
But the thing with I understand why Le'Veon was upset.
Sure.
No, but he didn't need to hold out. So
No.
like I understand.
Yes, that's the correct way to go about it.
He was upset because they kept franchise tag. Yes, he wants a lot of money, but he also wants the security. Like, hey, I'm going to be with this team for 5+ years. This is going to be my home.
Yeah.
So when you're just franchise tag year after year,
Did you just have a stroke on my podcast?
possibly.
Dude, he gave me A's. Listen.
Ha ha ha! Hey Seth, I love you.
Are you gonna make that Pazuki?
Making the Pazuki.
Oh,
Stop.
we're definitely making the bazooki.
You freaking.
Okay.
Let's stick to the.
Go ahead.
podcast.
What were you saying?
Dude? You just
So yeah, it's also that security. Like I want to know that this is my home, and when they're
Yeah.
not giving him a deal, I'm sure if they would have given him the same deal at Pittsburgh, he would have taken it.
yeah, but nobody wants to reward a childish person.
you're
It
right,
all
you're
comes
right.
back. It all comes back to again. Yeah, like you're saying, there's an ego battle between the
Yeah.
admin and the player.
It's like
Hey,
with your parents.
hey,
if you act
I hope
like
y'all understand this, but we can't have in the inmates from the prison.
You can't have the inmates run the prison.
no,
can't.
it's, no,
Bob
it's-
McNair said that, and he got a lot of shit for
Oh, he
it.
did. But no, it's like
But he's
it's
dead
like
now,
with your parents.
so R.I.P.
if you
Bob
act, if you act
A 22-20.
if you if you act like a brat with your parents, they're not gonna give you.
They're
what
not
you
going
want.
to exactly, and if they do, they're bad parents.
Yeah, they're really just raising you to
You
just
are correct.
think you deserve everything,
Yeah.
and you're entitled to which.
Also, spank your kids.
Oh, I'm definitely.
Please spank your
I'm
kids.
definitely spanking my kids.
If my kid starts cussing out my wife, I'm smacking him.
my kid, I got spanked, and I'm pretty sure all
Yeah.
of us got spanked.
Yes.
I mean, I never cussed out my mom.
No, okay.
I'm just saying, if
Neither
you
did
have
I.
a delinquent son, if he sees something on TV
Dude.
and it's like some kid cussing out a woman and he thinks it's okay to do that to his mom,
Yeah.
I'm smacking the kid.
Like I didn't cuss out my mom, but I got spanked
Dude, that
plenty of
candle
times.
is
Yeah.
going down a lot.
I
There are
just-
plenty
I
of
just-
other things.
Sean,
I
I just don't know why you would cuss at your mom.
I don't cuss out my. I got spanked one time.
I
The
would
worst-
think
the
that you're
worst
more
thing I-
mature than that.
The
to
worst
cuss out
thing
your
I
mom.
did to get a
Yeah.
spanking
What kind of person are you?
was my little sister was at the bottom of the stairs, and I took a pool ball, and I threw it down the stairs, and it almost hit her. And so my dad
You
got
could
mad
have
at me.
literally
Yeah,
killed
I
her.
could have killed her.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
One
so
time-
I deserve
Yeah,
that
yeah,
spanking,
yeah.
but I
But
got
it was
spanked.
almost, so really you didn't do anything.
No, but I still like.
It's,
2
you don't,
inches-
I mean,
2
you,
inches-
you don't do
she
anything to
was-
harm a girl.
Yeah.
You don't throw a
But
ball.
it didn't even hit her. So you basically didn't even do anything.
Yeah, 2 inches to the
So,
left.
Call
hey,
the cops. Call the cops.
How would
We're
you
gonna-
feel? if
911. 911.
Two
How
inches
would
to the
you
left.
feel if you did this to your mom, but it's not like you said "f you, mom"? No, you did this to
2
her.
inches to the left, and I wouldn't have a little sister right now.
Right.
So,
So-
that's why I got
How
that
old
spanking.
were you?
I was 5 and she was 2.
So
5-year-old dude. That's
when
I didn't know.
that's probably one of like the early signs of being a serial killer.
I'm not a serial killer. What are you
Honestly,
talking about?
that's like you like disembowel like cats.
I didn't,
You
what?
throw billiard balls at your sister.
I love animals. I'm not going to disembowel any cats.
I'm just
I
saying.
So this is
It was
the
a lot.
biggest mistake of my life. So my mom spanked us, but she had a wooden spoon that she used.
Oh, my
and it was
parents
the
used
spoon.
11 bell.
It was
Y'all are dumb. My dad had so you know those fake roses,
Oh.
the plastic little. He
Those
cut.
parts.
My dad used that, cut off the plastic rose, didn't cut off the thorns, the
Ooh.
plastic thorns. He hit me with that.
Okay, so we had this wooden spoon.
Okay.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
any of these are pretty bad. A wooden spoon sounds pretty bad. A belt sounds awful, but
I was a pretty
you
good
can,
kid.
you can. That's like a.
So
That's illegal.
Yeah, no. What?
Can't do that
Did
today.
Adrian
that
Peterson get
is
in
not
trouble for
illegal.
that?
That's not illegal.
I think
you're
it is.
allowed
Adrian
to hit
Peterson
your,
got
you're allowed to
no.
hit your
Adrian
kids.
Peterson got in trouble for that. He took a branch. and
Okay,
hit his
what
kid.
if you hit your kid with a knife?
Okay, you definitely don't.
Okay,
Okay, I'm not
shut
gonna.
up.
Okay, if I spank my
What if you pistol whip your kid?
Okay, I'm not gonna piss.
Does that count? Is that legislated?
There's a difference
disrespect your
between
mother.
spanking like on the butt or like hitting across their back or like hitting their body.
30 lashes.
The other one is lashes.
Okay, so I
was
Putting cigarettes out.
Public shaming them, just whipping them.
So I was like 9 or 10, and my mom grabbed the wooden spoon, and she bent me over the bed to spank me, and she gave me a good lick, but I was like 10, so I was like, hey, I can take this. My biggest mistake, I looked back at her and said, that didn't hurt.
Whoa.
Needless to say, she broke 2 spoons that night.
Yeah, I would have.
You don't tell your parents it doesn't hurt.
No, I know.
You take it.
Trust me, I know now. I know.
You cry about it for a little bit. And then
But I think there was that time where we kind of grew all that out. We were a little older, so it was like, all right, relax. You can't be hitting me now.
Well, no, at a certain
And then
point,
it's like you're faking it, like, ow.
Well, no, at a certain point,
That really hurts.
I know.
It's like
at a certain point, I just learned, like, hey, I don't want to get slapped on the ass with a leather belt.
Right.
So I'm done.
right.
But
I
also,
agree.
then my parents would be like mom would joke about it. I'd be like, you can't even physically turn me over to spank me.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, at some point,
So
you
do
can't
it.
overpower
Like,
me.
please try.
Do
Yeah.
it.
I'm not going to do anything to piss you off, but you couldn't do it if you wanted.
Yeah, you can't. So, please spank your kids. We want better individuals.
Yeah.
We need better men out
I
on the
think
streets.
too many kids are just not getting. They're not.
Well, they're allowed to do
They're
what
not
they
being
want.
shown that you just don't get through life without an ass whooping
without
every once in a while.
consequences.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
and too many kids like participation trophies. I'm sorry, but
Disgusting.
I will-
if my son ever brings home
I'm
a
gonna
participation
crack it.
trophy, I'm
snapping-
burning it in
yeah,
front
I'm
of him.
snapping that thing.
I'm lighting it on
Dude,
fire.
There are winners and there are losers. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, but people
yes.
need to know that, and kids
Exactly.
will need to learn that.
Dude, imagine if we gave out a participation trophy for every Nazi prisoner that we took after World War II.
Yeah,
You tried to,
You tried
take
to
over the
escape.
world,
yeah.
kill 6 million people. You tried.
No,
Good job.
you lost, y'all idiots. Be better next time.
Imagine. All right.
Dude, the Yankees are just running them in.
Okay, so draft is tonight
Yeah.
in about
About we don't even know the
about
draft
40
order.
minutes.
It'll
It'll be the exact same as last year.
I think it should.
I think I got like
Who's all in it?
I think I got back. Wait, I either have first overall or I got back to back. No, I think you're last.
You are last.
I'm pretty sure I'm first.
You're
pick
last
overall.
and then first because it goes back.
Ooh, who am I gonna take? Pretty sure I got first.
Ezekiel.
Yeah, first is obviously the best, and the last is like the second best.
Yeah, because then you get the snake and you just go.
But first, you
Personally,
get the
I like number 4.
No, you don't.
I like number 4.
Last
You get
the snake.
four,
First snake. I
so
get
you get a
first, and
high
then goes you, and then you go
upper level
backwards
dude,
again.
and then you kind of go around.
You get back to
pick
back,
a dude,
yeah.
and then just a couple more picks, and you go again. So
Why
personally,
not
I
just
like
being
4.
3?
I like 4.
Yeah, I think in between is like the best.
Because, I mean, you don't have to wait so super long.
Yeah.
Like,
What do you mean?
y'all have back-to-back, but you have to wait 22 picks.
Yeah, but wait, what are you saying?
I like 4 or 5.
What do you
where
mean?
you can get, like, a higher upper-tier dude,
Oh,
and then you go around, you wait a little while, you pick, and then you wait, like, 6 picks,
Yeah.
and then it's you again.
but then you get like, I guess yeah, you're right.
I mean,
I do.
it's all even.
I
It's
get the
just your
first pick, but then I
preference.
gotta wait.
Yeah.
You have to
a
wait
really
20
long
Wait,
time.
how many
Yeah,
people are in the draft?
but then I get
11.
11. Well,
Are they all in it?
no.
Which, if I am first overall, I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm taking Patty Holmes first overall.
Oh, you got to. You have
I
to.
think.
Okay,
I'm gonna put my money on Patty Holmes this year.
Before we get into the draft, I want to
put it on
cut.
him
Hey,
last
He's
year.
got to put it. He in order. I mean, you could get like a really good running back or receiver,
I could, but
if he's like an outstanding quarterback, then
If he's anywhere like he was last year.
okay. There's also there's plenty
Whoever
of
got
there's
him last
plenty
year
of
was a
quarterbacks.
steal.
Who did get him last
Whoever
year?
got
You got
Mahomes
it. You
last
got
year
Mahomes.
was a complete
No.
steal.
Somebody else got him
It was
last year and had
Peyton.
him on his bench.
Peyton.
Yeah,
Peyton.
Peyton. And had him on our bench for a long time, like several 50 or 40 plus games.
Okay, so before we get into the draft, I want to cover A&M's schedule going in forward.
Okay.
Because the first game is Thursday, and we won't have an episode. So
We're going to be completely
let's-
honest
let's
about
go-
what
Yeah,
we
let's go
think's
through the
gonna
schedule
happen.
right
we have A&M bias, but I want to be realistic.
Yeah.
I want to be pragmatic about all this because it matters. I mean, we're all pursuing the truth, and so we want to make sure that this prediction is accurate. So, are you this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, absolutely. Here you go.
All right.
we go. First game,
Week
and we're all going
one.
to give a vote.
Texas State at Texas A&M.
Dub.
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 Easy dub, dude.
Obviously.
There's no-
Easy dub.